Everyone has encountered a person whose cold demeanor and manipulative tactics make it clear there's something sinister lurking beneath the surface. To protect yourself, it's important to be aware of how evil people operate. They may appear harmless at first glance, but can often wreak havoc in your life if you're not careful. Knowing what signs to look out for is essential so that you don't fall prey to their devious schemes. Here are 11 signs you're dealing with an evil person. Number 1, they give you a bad feeling. It's likely that you're unable to relax around this person, regardless of their actions, as you fear they may behave inappropriately. Evil individuals are known for crossing boundaries, irrespective of whether they acknowledge them or not. Sometimes you may experience an unexplainable and intense aversion towards a person. It's important to listen to your instincts because they can sense negative energy from others and help you identify the true nature of the person. Number 2, red flags. Have you ever received a warning about a partner or friend who might not be a good person? Has anyone advised you to maintain distance from them, even though they seem awesome? The major issue with such vindictive personalities is that they're skilled at concealing their true nature and can easily pretend to be your best friend or ideal partner, gaining your trust and lending an ear to your concerns. But when it suits them, these same individuals may betray you without hesitation. Sometimes we get so enamored with someone's positive traits that we overlook the warning signs. We don't hold them accountable for lying or manipulation and internalize their criticisms. While it's easy to spot an evil person when we're not emotionally involved, it can become difficult to differentiate on the inside. If someone is acting harmful towards you, it's important to pay attention to what others are telling you. Consider the options of friends, family, and past partners. If everyone speaks highly of this person, you likely have no reason to worry. However, if others warn you about getting involved with them, it's possible that they have a history of being more sinister than you realize. Number 3, compulsive lying. This person has a habit of telling lies often, whether it's about something simple like the cost of groceries or more significant details like the weather. They seem to enjoy complaining or making their life seem more exciting than it is through exaggeration. Unfortunately, they frequently lie at the expense of others, including making up false stories about them. Although it can be uncomfortable to confront them about their lies, it's important not to avoid the issue. If someone's lies are negatively affecting your life, there may come a time when you have to cut ties with them to protect yourself. It's often necessary to remove toxic people from your life. Number 4, pleasure in suffering. Have you come across someone who finds pleasure in your suffering or laughs at your misfortune? Such individuals lack empathy and may take advantage of your pain. This behavior indicates that you might be dealing with an evil person. Empathy is being able to understand and feel the pain or hardship someone else is going through. This involves putting yourself in their shoes and sympathizing with them. On the other hand, people without empathy typically have trouble understanding others and may even hurt them through criticism, cruelty, or aggression. Psychopathy is a personality disorder characterized by egotistical thoughts, antisocial behavior, and a lack of empathy. It's important to note that not all psychopaths are necessarily bad or evil, and some are able to live normal lives. However, when a psychopath takes pleasure in causing pain to others, they can become dangerous and exhibit a notable lack of empathy. This can manifest in various forms, such as betraying someone's trust or manipulating their secrets to control their life. If someone takes pleasure in causing you harm or hurting others, they lack empathy and could be considered evil. In these instances, it's best to avoid spending time with them to avoid further pain. It's like having salt intentionally thrown into your womb, which can be very painful. Number 5, selfishness. An evil person is solely concerned with their own pleasure, comfort, and success. This trait is called universal self-interest and is associated with high self-esteem, delusions of grandeur, and victim syndrome. Essentially, this person will do anything and everything to improve their own life. Evil people manipulate and step on others to satisfy their own desires. They spend very little time thinking about their friends or family and will do anything to satisfy their own goals. As long as they benefit from it, they will go to great lengths to achieve their desires. Number 6. They need to be in control. People who are considered evil usually share the quality of being controlling individuals. However, their behavior is not just about controlling others. They also feel uneasy and weak if they are not able to control every aspect of their own lives. These evil individuals are cruel to those in their lives and cannot allow anyone else to have any control over their actions due to their obsession with control. As a result, they may appear to be polite, brief, and punctual. Allowing any evil person to get closer to you can lead them to gradually taking control of your life and turning you into someone like them. Even if you resist their wishes, the consequences may be less obvious but just as painful. The evil person's intent is to manipulate your emotions, not just your actions. Number 7. Insensitive critique. Your friend is very smart. You may sometimes feel stupid compared to them. This doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with being smart or your friend is trying to make you feel bad. However, it's important to distinguish between feeling stupid because of comparisons and being directly told that you're stupid. A person who is malicious would try to hurt you with their opinions instead of presenting them in a way that is considerate of your feelings. This behavior is toxic. They may be projecting their own frustrations onto you because they see you as weaker or less intelligent, which can be harmful in any kind of relationship. If someone criticizes you or makes you feel stupid, it's best to distance yourself from them. You may be dealing with a person who has negative intentions. Number 8. Animal cruelty. Do you know someone who mistreats or pushes away animals, even their own pets, when they try to approach? People have different attitudes towards animals. Some show affection by cuddling and talking to them, while others prefer to give them space. However, there are a few who unjustly bully or completely ignore animals. This behavior may be an indication of an underlying evil within them. Bullying animals can be construed as an evil act because animals, like humans, are living beings. We relate to animals in the same way that we connect with other humans. For instance, imagine relaxing with your dog after a long day at work, or listening to your cat purr in your lap. These interactions help alleviate our stress levels and trigger feel-good hormones in the brain, making us feel loved. If someone is cruel to animals, it indicates that they have a lack of empathy towards other living beings. Whether they are hurting their pet or harming wild animals, it is essential to pay attention when someone displays animal cruelty, as it is a clear sign of something sinister. Number 9. Shifting blame. Does your friend often avoid taking responsibility and instead pass the blame onto others when things go wrong? This behavior is often a sign of a selfish and irresponsible personality. Consider the last time you made a mistake at work. If you feel guilty, embarrassed, and apologetic, that is a sign that you're a good person who takes responsibility for their mistakes and tries to make things right. In contrast, evil people do the opposite. Evil people tend to avoid taking responsibility for their mistakes. In their minds, they are incapable of doing wrong and therefore freely blame and attack others. They feel no guilt, embarrassment, or remorse for their actions and make no effort to make amends or offer apologies to those affected. Instead, they play the victim and shift the blame onto someone else. Number 10. They find humor in degradation. It's disturbing when someone uses humor to mock and insult you. Humor and insults don't mix well. And it's even worse when someone uses jokes to undermine you. The situation becomes uncomfortable for everyone involved. People who use humor in such a harmful way are toxic. It's a clear indication that you should avoid them. Before getting into a relationship with someone, make sure to look for signs of toxicity. It can be difficult to remove a toxic person from your life, so prevention is key. Number 11. Reliance on deceit. It's common for people to tell white lies during their lifetime, whether to spare someone's feelings or to avoid conflict. However, some individuals use deception regularly to benefit themselves without considering the well-being of others. This kind of behavior is a sign of a psychopathic personality. Deception and manipulation are prevalent in all aspects of the dark triad, which encompasses 3 personality disorders: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. These disorders are often linked with violent or malevolent individuals, and all 3 struggle to empathize with the suffering of others. People who display narcissistic tendencies often believe that they are entitled to manipulate others. Similarly, those who exhibit Machiavellian behavior frequently resort to manipulation, deception, and lying for their own benefit. Individuals who habitually lie to further their own interests may fall within this dangerous range. Such people may lack empathy, have an exaggerated self-image, and be too self-absorbed to comprehend the negative impact of manipulation. Regardless, anyone who shamelessly exploits others for a personal gain could be considered evil. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.